Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all doing great today. For this virtual class orientation for the subject Specialized Food and Beverage Service Operations, I have prepared a poster, and this will discuss the following important details. Number one, the class guidelines. This will talk about how the virtual class will be conducted. Second, the netiquette, which is the correct behavior during virtual classes. And third, you will also get to know your instructor for this course, which is me. Okay, so let's start. For this subject, we are going to use Google Classroom. This is where I will be sending the learning materials, the quizzes, the assignments, and all other courseworks. This is also where you will be sending your finished works. And then for discussions, we are going to make use of Facebook groups and Facebook Messenger. So what do you need for this virtual class? First, you have to have your Gmail account in order to access the Google Classroom. Second, your devices, your cellular phones, your tablets, laptop, or desktop can be used. And of course, you have to have a Wi-Fi or internet connection or data connection. And next, you must have a PDF viewer installed in your device, because most of the materials that I'll be sending is on a PDF format. Alright, so let's proceed to the class guidelines. As I have mentioned a while ago, the uploading and submission of the e-learning materials, assignments, quizzes, analysis, case study, reports, and other courseworks will be uploaded using Google Classroom. Uploads will be every Mondays or Tuesdays, depending on your class schedule, so please check on your class schedule. And as soon as I have uploaded the materials, you are encouraged to read it in advance in preparation for the virtual class discussion. Discussions will be conducted using either Google Classroom, Facebook groups, or the new feature of Facebook, which is the Facebook Messenger Rooms, and that will be every Wednesdays or Thursdays, again, depending on your class schedule. And as soon as a lesson or a topic is finished, the courseworks will be uploaded as well, and then will be submitted on the dates that I will be providing. Although I'll be making the dates flexible, but please make sure not to procrastinate. So if you have available time to do your requirements, please do them so that you will not be loaded with the other requirements from other subjects. I'll be giving extensions, but they will be subject to review and approval. Alright, so let's proceed with the netiquette for the virtual class. In simple terms, this is the proper behavior or etiquette to be observed when using the internet, hence the word netiquette. Because the delivery of classes is different, so we're not going to use the face-to-face method, which is why the dynamics of giving out instructions, sending responses, engaging in discussions, and making comments may be differently interpreted depending on the receiver. To make sure the proper conduct of virtual class, it is encouraged that you abide by the following rules, and these rules are really important. First, read all information contained in a post or a certain topic before posting any comment or question. Believe me, this will save your time, this will save my time, because by reading the comments, you may also have an idea already whether your question has already been answered. And you have to check the most recent comment before you reply to an older comment. So that's the first rule. Reading is very, very important. Second, do not post any irrelevant comments, files, or links that is not in any way related to the topic being discussed. So please just stay on the topic. You may be asking questions, but make sure it is still related on the topic. Third, do not use all capital letters when posting your comments because, as I have mentioned, they may be interpreted negatively. You may be thought of as mad or screaming if you're going to use all capital letters in your comments. Fourth, please be respectful in posting your comments because text responses has no tone or volume. So some people may think of a post as being sarcastic even if you mean no harm or if a post is just some sort of a joke. Minsan, ang mga comments natin na may misinterpret, akala ng iba galit, pero sa'yo ay yun lang yung natural na pagsasabi mo ng mga bagay. Yung iba naman, akala ay nagjo-joke ka, pero meron ka na palang gustong i-imply dun sa comment na yon. So, before you click and post a comment, you have to rephrase or think of how you're going to construct your comments in a respectful way. And then the last rule is also as important as the first rule, and that is when you're going to submit your assignment, project, or any coursework, please do not copy and paste. Right? The internet has so many resources. You can use all of them. You can use any reference. You can use any website as long as you will cite it properly. And when doing so, let's say you have retrieved an information from a website, you are also highly encouraged to come up with your own understanding of that information. You rephrase the paragraph's contents before you submit it because plagiarism is an academic violation and it could stain your credibility. So that is for the netiquette. Now, I would like to welcome you all to our subject, Specialized Food and Beverage Services. This course will cover the introductory concepts of the principle of food service. It deals with the role and functions of a food service attendant. Students will learn the necessary knowledge, skills, and cultivate proper attitude needed for the delivery of quality service of food and beverage operations in hotels, restaurants, airlines, as well as cruise lines. For the learning outcomes, first, you will be able to identify the different food and beverage concepts and theories. Next, you will be able to enumerate and explain the functions of the food service personnel. Familiarize the different food and beverage operations in restaurants, airlines, and cruise lines. Understand the importance of providing excellent food and beverage service in creating the customer experience. That is also highly valuable in this course. You will also be able to differentiate the different types of food service operations, including the correct handling of customers. So customers will have so many complaints, so you must be ready to address them. Next, perform the different fundamental tasks of a food and beverage staff in delivering quality food and beverage service. And lastly, keep up with the challenges and issues facing the food and beverage industry nowadays. So this is very, very relevant because we are experiencing the pandemic, and I can assume that you have observed all these challenges that the food and beverage industry is facing right now. The specific topics include the following. So we have the overview of the food service industry. Next is the menu, the food and beverage service utensils and equipment, how to set the table, the different styles of service, restaurant preparation and restaurant service, food and beverage services in airlines and cruise lines, and the issues and trends in food and beverage service industry. My last point of discussion would be the different course requirements. So here are the different course requirements with their corresponding percentages. For the quizzes, it will be 20%. Your reports and projects will bear 25%. Exercises, assignments, and recitations will be 25%. And examinations such as midterm and finals corresponds 30%. So, as long as you have complied with all of these requirements, of course, you are assured to pass this subject. Before I end this virtual class orientation, I will be introducing myself a bit. So, I am known in the college as Sir Jace, but my real name is Jonathan G. Cruz. I am the head of the Hospitality Management program of the College of Hospitality and Tourism Management, and I'm currently finishing my thesis for my Master in International Hospitality Management. I have various industry experiences from the catering service, from hotels, restaurants, cafes, and also I have academic experiences with different higher educational institutions in Metro Manila, in Pampanga, and here in Bigan City. And I am also a wanderer, an explorer, and a foodie. So you can reach me through my email. So this is my email, jonathan.cruz@unp.edu.ph, if you have questions. But of course, we already have our group chat. All other possible questions can be raised there, and I will be entertaining them. And after this virtual class orientation, I will be sending you the link for you to be able to register to our Google Classroom. Alright, so that's it for this learning session. I hope you are all excited to learn about the food and beverage service operations, and I hope that despite this pandemic, we can have this course as productive, as fruitful, and as worthwhile as possible. So again, welcome to this course, Specialized Food and Beverage Service, and I hope you are all doing good, and please stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. Have a good day.